Canada has many natural wonders: Niagara Falls, Banff National Park, Aurora Boreals, the Cabot Trails. It has 14 national parks and reserves. With each other, there are more rivers, lakes, mountains, forests, and glaciers. They are also outdoor sports zones, as skiing, climbing, and cycling. Canada has a friendly population. Canadians are always on time and honest. The people make a country orderly, calm, and rank second for a safety, according to the 2020 Best Countries report, which means it makes an ideal family destination. Finally, Canadian gastronomy has a range of ingredients and styles. Its star ingredient maple syrup. Also, Canada enjoys very good meat and fish. The typical dishes of Canada: poutine, smoked meat, tourtière, Calgary beef, pimeal bacon, among others.
In our expedition, we are going into travel to Canada. We are going to travel to this country on March 15, 2023, since it is the month down spring. Digging in these days, weather is very pleasant, since it fluctuates between 2 and 3 degrees Celsius. For this submission, it is the best time to travel to Canada. To get to Canada, we are going to take a plane from Bogota and make a stop over in New York and a 2-hour flight to the capital, Ottawa. We are going to stay there for how 4 days, and we are going to travel to Ottawa, which is the capital city of Canada and one of the four largest cities in the country. And then we are going to travel by bus to Ganiria Park with the idea of rafting, raf, rafting and the Ottawa River. Take a walk through the forest and find the best panoramic views. We are going to stay at a five-star hotel where we have a swimming pool, went room in restaurant holiday. We are going to enjoy this expedition to the holiest and the holy things missing in you to fulfill your dream of discovering new landscapes.
Well, now we are going to talk about the itinerary that we have prepared for this trip. In total, there are 4 days. And the first day, the first activity is where I'm going to take a plan from the Bogota city and do a sporting in New York. And then the flying to the capital, Ottawa. The second activity is after 9 hours or flying, um, where I'm installing us in the hotel. And finally, at the 9, we are get to know the hotel and the nearby. The second day in the morning after breakfast, we are taking the bus to Gatineau Park. Second activity is after arriving at the park, we are doing rafting in the Ottawa River. Um, After the riding, we are doing hike in the forest. Well, the third day, the first activity to do is you are going to play basketball with the friends um, from the 3 p.m. to 3:45 p.m. The second activity is you are swimming in the Ottawa River for the 4 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Finally, when we walk at Gatineau Park to complete natural at the 6 o'clock p.m. Well, the fourth day and finally, you are walking in the woods. Uh, the second activity, you are taking lots of the pictures of the city and the lasers we see to send them to our families. We are going to give something for our trip for the families and friends at the shopping mall. Finally activity where are parking on past the gates a cab to go to the airport, and from the will go to New York where where I'm going to have the opportunity to see the Niagara Falls and take lots of the pictures, and we are talking our next plane to Bogota, Colombia. There where I'm going to be pick up the whole family.
In Canada, it is prohibited to pay in public establishments with coins has a maximum $5. It is forbidden to pay in the garage door porter by culture to the nation. It is also prohibited to have rodents such as mice and pet hamsters may have a penalty. If you have objects in the garage, it is best to sell them in one sale, as it is illegal for a garage sale to last more than 2 days. Access to the website Canada and complete the form. You will need the following: your valid passport, your credit or debit card, and a valid email.